Betty, the daughter of Reverend Parris of the Massachusetts Salem's Church, lies on the bed inert. People started to believe that Betty is not sick, but it was a witchcraft. Reverend Parris doesn't want this witchcraft to affect his reputation. He witnessed the ritual that was held in the wood that night, where Betty, Abigail, Mary, Ruth, and Tituba and the other girls were doing the witchcraft ritual. He saw that they were dancing and chanting, even Mary was naked, but he didn't know what happened afterwards. Abigail drinks blood as she follows what Tituba told her to do, because she knows that Tituba speaks to the devil. Abigail was the one who forced the girls to join the ritual, because she wants to cast a spell on Elizabeth, which is Proctor's wife. Abigail used to work as John Proctor and Elizabeth Proctor's maid. Abigail was left in the household because her parents died, so she decided to work with Proctor and Elizabeth. She had some kind of love relationship with Proctor. They were believed to have an intercourse before. From that point onwards, Abigail always believed that Proctor loves her. Then, Putnam's family came into Parris' household. Putnam once consulted with Tituba about the death of his 7 sons. This puts Tituba into a difficult situation. Then, Ruth, the daughter of Putnam's, was suddenly in the condition as Betty. Miss Putnam accused Tituba of murdering her 7th baby. Abigail was jeopardized when she heard about Ruth. She threatened everybody in the room to shut their mouth about the truth. She told the others to say that Tituba conjured Ruth, Putnam's stepsister. If the other girls told the truth, Abigail will come to their house at night and bring a pointy reckoning that will shudder them. People started pointing fingers to everybody because they absolutely didn't want to get accused and end up being hanged while they did nothing wrong in their life. Even Giles accused his wife of doing witchcraft just because she loves to read books. When Elizabeth and Proctor were talking, Reverend Hale came into the house and told Proctor and Elizabeth that Elizabeth's name was mentioned in the court, and Hale also asked Mr. Proctor why was he not coming to church 26 times in 17 months. And the reason was that Mr. Proctor doesn't like Reverend Parris because of the golden candlestick that hurt Mr. Proctor's prayer. At the end of Act 2, Cheever, clerk of the court, come to house with Marshal Herrick to take Elizabeth to the court. Cheever also found a needle inside the puppet that Mary gave to Elizabeth. Elizabeth offered herself to come with Cheever and Marshal Herrick to go to the court, and Proctor's gone crazy. He was so sad and depressed because his wife got arrested. John Proctor comes in with his household girl, Mary Warren, to confess that she was no devil and the other girls were only pretending. The courtroom got intense and Proctor told the truth that he committed adultery with Abigail, which made Judge Danford unsteady of what Abigail says. To confirm what Proctor said, Judge Danford asked to bring Elizabeth into the court and tell the truth of what happened, since Proctor said that Elizabeth is innocent, that she never lies. Abigail acts with a weird, wild, chilling cry, screams up to the ceiling, and claims that she sees a yellow bird, shrieking that it was Mary Warren as the other girls followed Abigail. Danford asked about this to Mary Warren, and as she answered, the girls followed what exactly Mary said. Eventually, Mary accused Proctor that he was the devil's man. Mary said that Proctor came to Mary at night and day to sign the devil's book to overthrow the court. At the end of Act 3, Proctor and Corey are brought to the jail. Mr. Hale goes in and told Danford right away to postpone the hanging, but Danford refused because 12 of the people have been hanged for the same crime, that if Danford postponed this one, it will flounder Danford's name and will cast doubt upon the guilt of those who died until now. Harry came in with Elizabeth to have negotiation with Mr. Hale to save her husband's life by having Proctor to confess that he did something related with witchcraft. However, Elizabeth can't just make the decision, therefore she wants to talk with John Proctor. Harry gets John Proctor and brought him up to the court and talks with Elizabeth. Eventually, after that they both talk, John Proctor decided to confess even though he did nothing wrong. Danford took out the deposition and gave it to John Proctor and asked him to sign it. Proctor signed the paper with a heavy heart. When Danford wanted to take the deposition, Proctor snatched it away and ripped the paper. At the end, Herrick brought Proctor and Goody Nurse and hanged them together.